Okay, so this is the VTrack right up here. VTrack launch monitor. There's not very many reviews on it. I got this Wednesday afternoon. It is now Friday morning. Like I said, I go on YouTube, stuff like that. Very hard to find information on it. There's a few people, they talk about it, talk about updates, stuff like that. But not, they're all paid people. Okay? And like, who makes it? Leon Swingcraft or something like that. Leon people, I don't know. But VTrack, they're out of Korea. They're pretty decent. There's some features I love, some features I hate. How do you say that? Their software. You need to update your software. It is horrible. If I would have known how bad it was, I probably would have went to the Pro T instead. Yes, I know the Pro T is a little bit more money, but it comes with the AI and everything. Whereas now I got to pay $1,400 to get the AI, and I don't know if I really want to. Well, I guess it might even be more than that Canadian. I don't know. Probably $1,800 Canadian to get their AI to make it equivalent to Pro T's. But after seeing their software, I should have just went and bought the Pro T. Like if I'm going to spend another $1,400 or $1,800 Canadian to get the AI, I should have bought the Pro T because the software is 100,000 times better. So far though, I've only had a couple misreads or no reads. That's because it wasn't actually me, it was my nephew. And they weren't waiting for it to be ready. They just put the ball down and hit. A little golfer guy up here tells you whose turn it is. It's supposed to change automatically every time somebody else goes up to swing. You can select their color. Somehow it does it through GS Pro. Does not work. Cannot get it to work. I'll kind of pause it and show you the software here. Alright, so the software. It's not customizable at all. Down here along the bottom, it is. You can click on these. You can move them. Move them to where you want. But they're incredibly hard to read. Well, not when you're here, but when you're way over at your hitting area. Unless your TV or screen is like 2 feet away from you, they're really hard to see. All these figures here, like where your face impact is and all that, not customizable. If you're like me and you want to see numbers, and the numbers you want to see are stuck in small little tiny printing all along the bottom, it's going to drive me nuts. I'm almost considering putting it up for sale or seeing if they'll take it back because I'm on day 3 and go to the Pro T because the software is 1,000 times better. I know this is a new company and everything, and I took my chance on it, but the Pro T software is 1,000 times better. I'm not knocking the VTrack. It is phenomenal. The chipping, the putting, the reading, the launch monitor itself is amazing so far. They do need to work on their spin because I'm hitting, like, I don't hit driver, I hit 1 iron or 2 iron usually. And on real world, I'm 5-10 yards offline. On here, it's putting me 40, 50 sometimes, and like offline. And yes, I do that the odd time, but 9 out of 10 times I'm within 10 to 15 yards off center. And on here, it's every single swing. So, I have other launch monitors. I've got 3 other launch monitors to back it up, and it's their software. It just doesn't quite get the spin rate. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if I can return it. I might. It sounds bad. I know it's a used unit now, but I'm going to talk to the guy I got it from. I might send it back and just go to the Pro T because of the software. I know, like I said, it's a new system, and their software isn't the greatest yet, but I was expecting better than this. This is like 1980 stuff for what I would like compared to anything else out there on the market. And like I was going to buy the Easy Swing AI, but after playing with it now for a day and a half, 2 days, I kind of either just want to sell it and take a little bit of a loss on it and go to a Pro T because of the software. So if the people that make VTrack, what is it, Leon Swingcraft or whatever that you guys' names are, if you're listening, actually here let's find out what they call themselves, because I know it's in here. About, does it say Leon people? Okay, if the makers of VTrack are on here, do something with your software. It is horrible, and you're going to lose a lot of sales because of it. Your launch monitor is phenomenal, though. Your instructions on how to set it up are absolute horrible. Good thing I kind of know what I'm doing to get it to work. And I made it work. And I got it calibrated and all that. But your directions are, like I said, absolutely horrible. Your software, absolutely horrible. There's no customization. There's no way to make any of the stuff along here on the bottom show up here. And like these don't need to be that big. You should be able to shrink them down. You should be able to move them. You should be able to put your total carry, your loft angle, like basically you should be able to take any one of these and put it up here and have numbers for it. Like I don't need the side and the top. I don't care about the apex at the moment. I can see that if I want to see it. I care about flight path. I care about my impact location, and I kind of care about this. But like, I don't care too much about my backspin. I can read it right down there if I want it. Just make it more user friendly. And you'd probably do a lot better. You guys need to do some working on this, like, big time. But like, phenomenal launch monitor. I do love it. It's accurate from what I can tell, other than when I get into my bigger clubs. Your putting, your chipping seems to be amazing. But like I said, the rest of it, your software, your installation instructions, needs to be updated. Yeah. I really like the VTrack. I just kind of wish I went with the Pro T for the software, because like it looks like a 2-year-old designed this. But yeah, that's my opinions on the VTrack. Like I said, there's not much out there other than paid people. I'm not paid. I'm just a guy who wanted to buy a launch monitor, and this is what I got, and these are my thoughts on it.